Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me for this week's Money Flow show, where we share the weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading, and also we are offering, for perhaps the last half hour of the show, we'll be offering live Money Flow Oracle card readings and other readings for our viewers. So thank you so much for joining me. Who am I? I'm Aleckson. I am the soul speaker and I give a voice to the power within. I work with men and women to help them to stop the stress and stop the struggle that they're living in, so they can step into flow, fulfill their potential by living their purpose with peace and prosperity. I'm also the direct voice channel for a highly evolved non-physical stream of consciousness, all that is. So when I do the Money Flow Oracle card reading, of course, all that is with us. Indeed, they already are with us, as always. Hello, Tania. Lovely to see you. Hello, Michael. Thank you for joining us today. So for the first 10 minutes of the show, for the next 10 minutes, what we're going to be doing is having a chat with you, greeting people. This is the pre-show portion. For 10 minutes, we ask you a question, we get some conversation going as we prepare for the show. So I share it through a couple of groups and things like that while we're getting ready and while we're waiting for other people who wish to join us to come and join us. Hello, Janet. Lovely to see you. So I have a question of the day. Today's question is this: when you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? So I'd love for you to answer that in the comments for me. Again, the question of the day. Hi, Robbie. Lovely to see you. Today's question is: when you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? I'd love to know your thoughts and your answer to that question in the comments. So as I mentioned, we're just doing our pre-show. Mariko, welcome. We're in pre-show at the moment for the next 8 minutes. We're answering a question in the comments. So it's the question of the day. When you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? Michael, me. Yes, you are you. That's exactly right. Of course. But I'd love to know everybody's thoughts on that question. When you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? So that's the question of the day. Now, what I'd love to do is invite you to, while we're in the pre-show phase, before we get started with the weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading and our live readings for viewers, I'd love to let you know that we're doing a giveaway in the show today. What I'm going to do is give away a 20-minute session. Now that's worth over $100. And what we're going to do in that session is whatever your soul and guides direct us to do. So we'll deep dive and we'll do it real quick. We'll do guidance, channeled guidance, insight and healing for you in that 20-minute session. If you want to win that session, all you need to do is, while we're in pre-show phase right now, share the live feed into your groups, your page, your profile, and go down in the comments here on the live video and tag a friend that you think might want to join us today. And also like the page and Aleckson Transformational Speaker so that you can come and join us every week when we go live. So that's a giveaway that we're doing in this particular show today, a 20-minute session. All you have to do is tag a friend in your comments, like the page and Aleckson Transformational Speaker, and then share this live video feed out into your group, your page, your profile. And then of course when you come back you're going to need to restart the video so that it starts again. Now I will be drawing this giveaway at midday tomorrow, so at noon tomorrow, so in 24 hours we'll be drawing that to give everybody an opportunity to join us. Now for those of you who are joining us on the replay, you can do all of those things as well, but I just want to let you know that at 10 minutes into the replay, that's when we'll be starting the live Money Flow weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading, and then after that we start doing the live viewer readings. So just so you know that. Yes, Mariko, yes, tag in the comments here and like my page, as I know you do, and then share also the video out to your friends and followers and groups and pages and things like that. So thank you. I really appreciate everyone for doing that for me. I'd really like to get a bigger community happening here. Certainly love to get some more viewers on the show so that I've got more and more people that I can work with, that I can share the weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading with, and that I can do a live reading with. Please excuse me as I keep looking up towards the window. There's a beautiful butterfly that's making itself known in this moment as we sit and talk. So thank you very much for joining me. Now again, for anyone who's just joined us, hello Mandy, lovely to see you. We have a question of the day today, and the question is, when you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? Fabulous. I'm glad you've figured out how to tag, Maria. Thank you so much. Cassie, thank you for sharing that out to friends. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to, I'll keep chatting, of course, and watching your comments, but I'm just going to go into Facebook and just share this out in my own groups so that everybody knows where to find us, because what often happens with Facebook Live is we go live and people are sending messages to me while I'm going live asking, where are you? I can't find the feed. So I just want to share that all out so that everybody can see where we are. So bear with me while I do that. Just going to copy and paste some information here. That's how you do it, copy and paste. You don't ever want to have to try and type things in. So we'll copy that and go over here and paste that. And then we'll save that again. All right, thanks for that. So, who's answering my question? Thanks, Cassie, for sharing on your page. Today's question of the day, a question of the week. When you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? Who are you? When you strip all those things away. I know we've got some answers coming through here. Let me just see if I can find some. Thank you. Mariko saying rainbow bubble. I love that. Nurture bubble. Yes, absolutely. Robbie's saying, I am kind and love, kindness and love. Yes, you are. And Tennille, I am joy, I am communication, and I am self-healing. And Tennille, I am wishing you blessings on your birth anniversary day today. Happy birthday. I hope I got that right, but I think it's today. So everybody, it is Tennille's birthday. Fantastic. Thanks. Oh yes, Mariko, thank you. So Mariko's just saying you have to exit the video to be able to tag and share for those on phones. Absolutely. And then you need to come back. Amy, hello, lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us today. We are in pre-show. We've got another 2 minutes to go before we actually start the Money Flow show, the proper, where we do the weekly Money Flow card reading and do live readings. So while we're waiting, answer the question, when you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? And I also want to just let you know about the giveaway. This is for people watching live, and also for anybody who does these things for me as they're watching the replay over the next 48 hours. We're giving away a 20-minute session, which will be channeled guidance, insight and healing for you, for your whatever you need. And all you need to do is you need to comment below and tag a friend who might like to join us. You need to like the page and Aleckson Transformational Speaker, and you need to then click share underneath the video, share the video out to your groups, pages and profiles, and then come on back and I will be able to see that you've done all of those things over the next 48 hours, and we'll put your name in the draw to win the 20-minute session. It's absolutely worth more than the $100 that I would charge for it. So yes, I'm glad I got it right, Tennille. Happy birthday. Fantastic. Let me just pop over here and see where we're at. Make sure that everything's right. I'm just going to take a moment to share this into my profile. So people who might be looking for me know where to find me. And then I'm going to pay more attention to you. We're going to get the show started in just 1 second. I just want to go into that page and make sure that I've got the comments open in my Facebook page as well, so if I miss them over here I can see them on the screen. Just getting everything ready for the show. Fantastic. So here we go. It's time to go live on the Money Flow Show. Welcome to the Money Flow Show. Thank you so much for joining me for this week. On the show, every week at this same time, we go live on Facebook and we share the weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading. Now, I'm saying we, and you might be curious to know what I mean by we, because there's only me sitting here. So let me introduce myself again for those of you who don't know. My name's Aleckson. I am the soul speaker and I give a voice to the power within. I help people to stop the struggle so they can step into flow and fulfill their potential, their divine potential. And that then helps people to step into their purpose, to start living their purpose with peace and prosperity. And I do that working with a group of highly evolved non-physical stream of consciousness that calls itself all that is, or that we refer to as all that is. And we offer, of course, transformation through the vibrational frequency of the words that are spoken when the guides are here, as they are during the Money Flow Show. So welcome, thank you for joining us, and let's get started. I'm shuffling the cards. You might not be able to see, but I'm shuffling the cards. For this, I use the Money Flow Oracle cards that I created, channeled through and created a couple of years ago, and that I've used for a long time now in my readings and in the work that I do. They're not yet for sale because I'm making some changes to them. The cards actually only have one word on the back of them, and that just simply gives me an opening to start allowing the All That Is group to come through and share whatever it is that needs to be shared, depending on the energy that we're in at the moment, the collective energy, all of those sorts of things. So I'm going to take a sip of water, if you would bear with me. I'm going to take a sip of water, I'm going to continue shuffling, and I'm going to allow All That Is to come through and join me. As we do a Money Flow Oracle card reading for the general energy and for the money energy that is around in the universe today. This is the general reading for everybody. And then after we've done this reading, we're going to open up for live viewers to receive their own Money Flow Oracle card reading, or indeed any reading that they need, anything that needs to come through for them. So I'd invite you to join me in just this moment in taking a lovely deep breath in and just allowing yourself to come into this moment in time, right here, right now, as we collectively gather as a very high vibrating group. We can feel the energy rising, collectively come together as one so that we might provide the very best guidance and reading to help you to navigate, to help all of us indeed to navigate the energy flow that's happening right now, and indeed the money flow that's happening right now. All right, so we have a card that's come out, and it's an interesting card. It's a very grounded, practical card that's come out. So I will quickly show it to you, although you can't read the word on it because it's a mirror image, unfortunately, on Facebook. So just let me show you. It is the values card. That says values up there. And now, of course, you all know what is meant by the word values. It is those non-negotiable things that you value in your life, that you value in your work, that you value in your communication with others, that you value in your relationship with others. And right now in this moment, you've dived into or dove into quite deeply the energies of 2017. And this week is all about taking a little bit of a breather, because you've either been running, or you've been trying to run into the new year. And this week is all about getting back into self, relaxing, getting quiet again, and contemplating your future again, more so than ever before. Allowing yourself to remember what you do value, allowing yourself to make some decisions about what you're going to put up with. In other words, what boundaries you're going to put in place as you continue moving through 2017. Perhaps your values, your boundaries have been tested over the past few weeks with neediness from others and these sorts of things. And this week is really about just simply sitting back, relaxing back into who you are, remembering what you truly value in life and what you've always valued, but which you perhaps have given up in opposition to other people's values, and your propensity to need to be liked and to want to do what is good for everyone else. And this year is all about finally truly coming into your own self, remembering who you really are, remembering your values, remembering your worthiness of having those values and having your boundaries respected. And so values, if you haven't done any values work in a little while now, we would suggest that it is time to re-look at those things, because you will have shifted, you will perhaps find your values more in line with your lofty goals of enlightenment. And so we would suggest that you could even just simply find something on Google or any old values work that you've done, find a sheet of values and just simply choose the ones that feel good to you in this moment, and make decisions about whether you want to move forward with those values. And then, having made those decisions, we would invite you to put some boundaries around your values. Put some boundaries around your values. In other words, if you value family time, then put a boundary that says, I won't compromise my family time for the opportunity to serve a client through thinking that if I don't do it now, I'm going to miss out. In other words, from being in that lack mentality. So, values, re-look at your values. Now again, we're talking from a very grounded, practical perspective, because you are that, you see, and we don't ever want you to forget that. Many of you lift your feet off the ground and try to be in the enlightened energy all the time, but we are urging you to remember that you are also a human being, and your greatest power right now is in embracing your humanity. Embracing your humanity, grounding yourself into the earth that you live on. This is where the work is being done universally right now, and your greatest contribution is to be grounded in it. And so this is why we're suggesting that you get your values, which, by the way, as we mentioned, will be different than they have been in the past, because you are truly moving into this age of enlightenment. And you can feel it. Where before money was your highest priority, it is still there, but now oneness, love, peace, these things are your highest priority. We know this of you, you see. Money is still there, by the way, because again we say to you, you are a human being living a human experience, and we don't want you to give that up just yet. You understand? Thank you. we are done with that little reading for you. And we thank you very much for being here. We love you very much, and we love having these conversations through her with you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I love that constantly it comes through differently. And by that I mean it feels different to me. That felt different than it's felt in a long while, that connection that I have. So it's just really lovely to notice that. And you guys have brought that forth through me. So I have to thank you, of course, for allowing me to do that. Excuse me, one moment. Okay, fantastic. So that was pretty short and quick, and a good message. What I'd like to do, I feel that I need to, or I want to open up, and just before we open up to live readings, I would like for you to ask any questions about the message that you just heard. Hi Roz, lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. We have just done the money flow, the weekly money flow oracle card reading. The card that came out was values. I would urge you to replay the first 22 minutes of the show when we're finished, so that you can receive that reading as well. I think you'll enjoy it, Roz, but also anybody else who's just joining us. So thank you for that. What I would like to do is, as I said, if anybody has any questions, hi Inara, if anybody has any questions that they would like to ask the guides and myself about the values stuff that we just spoke about. Thank you, Nadine. Sorry, I couldn't say that properly for some reason. My words get a bit mixed up sometimes after I've done that. So if you have any questions about the values reading that we've just done, I would love to answer those questions for you. I suspect there's someone out there who has a question, because I'm feeling very strongly that I need to say, if you have a question, please ask the question. The only question that is a silly question is the question that you don't ask. So if you have a question about what we've just shared with you, please do let me know. While I'm waiting to see if anyone has any questions, and before we open up to the live readings, I do want to, once again, a couple of things that I'd like to talk to you about. I'd like to invite you to share the live feed that you're watching, or if you're watching on replay, if you would share this video replay, and if you could also tag a friend, and also like the page Anne Aleckson, Transformational Speaker. Why do you want to do that? Well, here's why. Because I'm giving away today on the show a 20-minute session with myself and all that is. And so we'll be offering channeled guidance, insight and healing. And in life and business, we do both. So you'll love it. It's an amazing experience to have that personal connection. And I would absolutely love to have you win it as well. So if you want to win that, you need to share the show out into your profile page or group. You need to tag a friend into the comments underneath here. And of course, you'll need to like the page Anne Aleckson, Transformational Speaker. That way you will receive notification when we go live with the Money Flow Show every single Monday at midday. That's noon, Australian Brisbane time. So thank you so much for that. I'd also like to just remind you that we have the Money Muse Makeover 5-day journey coming up, starting next Monday. It is a 5-day journey where we're going to look at healing your money problems, do some practical work, but also some very magical Money Muse work to help you to start receiving the inspiration and the income that you want to be receiving. So you can join that at annealeckson.com/MMM. That's for Money Muse Makeover. The link to that is actually above the video, as well as the link about how to win the 20-minute session. So thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Aleckson. I am the soul speaker, giving a voice to the power within. I work with people to help them stop struggle so they can step into flow and fulfill their potential, which means they can start living their purpose with peace and with prosperity. And I work with a highly evolved non-physical stream of consciousness that we call All That Is, who provide transformation through the vibrational frequency of the words that are spoken through me when they're present. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's open up for live readings. What I'm going to scroll through the comments and see if there's anything that I've missed. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer. Hello, closer, closer, closer. And I'm going to open up. Okay, fantastic, Megan. I'm going to jump right in and do your card reading straight away. I know I think we missed you last week. So Megan's just saying, Anne, I'd love a card today, please. This reading really resonated with me today, as value is exactly where I am focusing the past couple of weeks. Very interesting. Fantastic. So Megan, I'll pull a card for you to start with, and then I'm going to scroll through the comments, just see if there isn't anything that I've missed up in the comments, as I've been busy talking and channeling. And then we'll start moving through and do some readings for people. So thanks. Now bear with me while a card comes through for Megan. Lucky it's not radio, hey, because I'm going to have some moments of silence, of dead air as they call it. And that's okay. I used to be in radio, working in radio, so I have this mentality that I must talk, must keep talking, and yet I also have this need to stop talking and let the card come out. So Megan, just getting a card for you now. Lovely. Megan, you're an alchemist, aren't you? Alchemist. So the alchemy card has come out for you, and it feels to me like you've just mentioned that that you've been working on values. It feels to me like you're stepping into something new. You're stepping into some new way of doing something. I don't know what that something is, but it's a new way of doing the thing that you do. And that thing that you do, of course, is mixing this and that to get gold. As an alchemist, creating your own thing, creating your own way of doing something that will be magical for those who you work with. We're just confirming that for you because we know you're already in that. We know you're in that process, perhaps even pondering, thinking, trying to figure it out. We want to confirm that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. We also want to acknowledge that the journey has been hard. It's been a long journey, and it's been a back and forth journey. And we're saying to you that you are really stepping into it now, and it's a straight line journey this time. In other words, the mountain that you seek is right in front of you. Just keep your eyes forward. Thank you. So Megan, I hope that helps you. I tell you what, I'm just goosebumps all over me as that message is coming through. It really feels like, Megan, that you're stepping into something powerful. Whether you know how powerful it is just yet, I don't know, but you're stepping into something powerful and beautiful, and it truly is what you came here to create. I feel that very strongly. Beautiful. All right, so let's keep chatting. Let me keep chatting. Michael, you're saying, did I miss anything? Did you disappear, I guess? I don't know. Okay, so let me just scroll up a bit. I just want to make sure that I haven't missed any comments that I needed to stay in touch with. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, don't forget, our question of the day is, when you strip away your name, your business, your clothes, everything, who are you? I'd love to hear your response in the comments as well. So let me keep scrolling. Tennille's just saying, thank you for reminding me to really work with my values. It's so, so important, isn't it, Tennille? Lovely. I'm glad I could be of service on your birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, so Roz, while I didn't hear it, I'm having worries on staying strong to my values with a couple of close people. Must be why I got on in time. Absolutely, Roz. You know, it feels to me, Roz, that I feel that I'd like to suggest that you actually sit down with your values, as the guides were saying, but for you it feels like I want to ask you to write down your boundaries around those values. Just write them down. In some way that's going to solidify them for you and make them more real. I'd even go further and say, and hang them somewhere in your office, or have them somewhere where you can see them when these boundaries are being crossed, so that you can see and say, ah, that's right. Breathe and state your boundary so that it can be valued by other people. And I also just want to add, just on values generally for everybody, if you've been someone who's allowed other people to trample on your boundaries and your values, and by that I simply mean you've been too much of in a good-hearted space to be, you know, wanting to please other people and wanting to do what they need before your own needs, then there's a period of time that you're going to go through where they will test your boundaries, because all of a sudden you'll have them when they weren't there before. So they will be tested. Just be aware of that. So sometimes it looks like it gets harder before your boundaries become solid. Just want to say that. Oh, Cassie, thank you. My pleasure. Okay, let's have a look. Mariko, so it's sad that she missed it, so I think you're talking about the replay. And Megan, I hope that reading was good for you. I'll just pop down here and see what we have to say about that. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to experience everything that is coming. Thank you for the validation. Yeah, it really felt like validation for you. That's wonderful. Okay, so let me just scroll up here again. Amy, I'm going to do a card for you. Amy Wolfenden. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate everybody who's here with us. And I mean, I get off on doing this sort of stuff, on being of service, as you, if you're close to me at all, you will know that this is my greatest joy. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. I feel like you're too close to me now. I'm just going to move you back a wee little bit. There we go. Thank you. And I can see Amy. So let me just take a moment. Just going to have a sip of water. I feel like you're energetically kind of coming at me but running away at the same time, Amy. It's almost as if you want a reading but you're frightened of what it might say. I'm just feeling that kind of energy right now, which is funny because this is the card that came out. It says peace. And what we would invite you to do in this moment, lovely Amy, is to take a breath in. Just breathe in. And as you breathe out, just let it all go. Let all that stress go. Let all that busyness go. Let all that needing to do things go. Just breathe and relax. And breathe in peace. And breathe out peace. Bring yourself back peacefully. into this moment in time, right here, right now. Come back to peace. When you come from peace in all situations will go better than you think. In other words, get yourself into the vibration of peace and then go out and tackle the world. Yes? Thank you. So that was for Amy. Peace. Interesting message. And as you know, I'm just simply allowing the guides to come through and speak to you. So, interesting message. And of course it will mean what it means to you. You will know exactly what it means. And you will have felt the energy of that. It felt to me like the guides were helping you to come back to that sense of peace. So, Amy, thank you. I hope that's helpful to you. I say I hope that's helpful to you, like I doubt my guides. And I do. That's the funny thing. Isn't that interesting? All right, fantastic. Tony Parker, thank you for joining us. Let me see what card wants to come for you. Interesting. Now this is an interesting card because it's a strong card. It's a very strong value card, and we are. I want to continue on with the vein of the conversation which we're having, which is about values. And the card that's come out for you, Tony, is the Truth card, and it's in line with your values. It's simply saying to, well, it's a card to remind you of your value of truth. Now, perhaps there's someone around you that you suspect is not telling you the truth at the moment. We want you to know that you are, to some degree, a lie detector, a truth seeker, like so many of our friends. And you are letting your value of truthfulness be trampled on. Truthfulness trampled on. You are allowing someone in your life who is not truthful with you. And we simply want to acknowledge that for you so that you can move forward, so that you can make some decisions about what to do next. Truth, truth, truth. It truly is incredibly important for you to be truthful and for you to be around people who are truthful as well. Now, as we say, there is someone around you who's not being truthful to you. Now, you can spend your time digging to try and find out the truth, or you can simply say, my boundaries say, if you don't be truthful to me, then we part ways. And that's a decision that you need to make. Truth. Tony, very important to you to be in your highest truth and to expect that and require that of others. Thank you. I hope that helps. I hope it guides you in some way. All right? All right, fantastic. So let's keep going. Now, if you're just joining us, please know that the Money Flow Oracle card reading was done between 10 minutes and 20 minutes into the video, into the live. So after we finish, you're most welcome to go back and watch those 10 minutes between 10 past and 20 past, and you will get the weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading. And I am just Nadine. I'm going to pull a card for you, and we'll see what the energy wants to say to you. Just allow me to do that. I'm sitting kind of twisted on my chair. I've got myself a new little set. As you can see my little butterfly here and here. Just changing my office yesterday afternoon, giving it a good clean up and declutter, and getting myself a little set since I'm on video so often, and I want to be even more so. I'm a speaker, you see, in case you don't know. So Nadine, I'm going to pull a card for you. So I'm just saying I'm sitting a bit twisted here at the moment, so I'll have to remember to change the way that I'm sitting in the future. Nadine, okay, fantastic. Look at this wonderful card that's come out for you. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. Create. It's the create card, Nadine. And what we're saying to you is that it really is time to get that thing that you have in the back of your mind, or that's been coming up and being pushed down, and coming up and being pushed down, coming up and being pushed down, coming up and being pushed down. It's time to create that thing. It is time to create that thing. The world is ready for it now. The world is ready for it now. The world is ready for it now. Create it. It will change everything in your life when you do this. And that's short and sweet, Nadine, but that's the message for you. Thank you. I hope that makes sense. Robbie, we've already got a card for you, so let me just pick it up. It fell on the floor. All right, let's have a look. Whatever the guides would like to say. Now, Robbie, I know you're going to find this really hard to believe, but we're going to say it anyway. The card that came out for you is this one, and while you can't see it, it does say the word magic. And the guides are saying to me to tell you that, yes, you're not going to believe what we're going to say to you, but we want you to lean into it. We want you to open up and perhaps allow it to come in a little bit. But you are a magical being. Robbie, you are a magical being. You are magic. You have magic in you. And we simply want to squeeze the thought of that into your heart space. And we say squeeze it in because your heart space is a little bit closed right now. We want to squeeze the magic that you be into your heart space so that you might allow yourself to open. Allow yourself to open. Allow yourself to open, Robbie. And accept that and know that and start to be that. You are magic and you can do magic. And we are with you. Your guides are with you. Your witchy sisters are with you, in other words, to help you to start to recognize your magic and to help you to become more empowered to your own magic and to help you to start living a magical life. Thank you. We are done. We love you very much. I love that, Robbie. It's a surprising message, isn't it? I know it is. I know it is a surprising message for you. My eyes sometimes water a little bit when I'm channeling. Sometimes I think I'm feeling the sadness of the whole world when I channel. So, Robbie, I hope that was helpful for you. Jane, I would like to do a reading for you today. I notice that I'm going down one at a time, but I know that I'm going to run out of time if I continue to do that. So, Jane, I'm going to take a card for you, and then I'm going to perhaps allow the guides to choose the next few people rather than just keep going down. If you miss the reading, please know that we are back here every single week. And that also I share lots of guidance and things on my my page and Aleckson Transformational Speaker. As well as that, if money is a thing for you, then we are starting the Money Muse Makeover next Monday. It's a 5-day free, totally free experience with me where we work on healing the problems in your money flow, opening your money flow, and we also get into some magical work with introducing you to your own money muse and creating ways for you to or tapping you into ways for you to receive inspiration so you can create greater flows of income. Jane, darling, the answer is this: it's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time to allow that which no longer serves you to make way for that which will serve you. Yes? And you'll be fine. You'll be fine throughout it. You'll be fine now. You will be fine tomorrow. You will be fine in the future. But it truly is time to release that which is no longer serving you. because you deserve more than you're receiving from this situation. It's time to release. It's time to release. And it's time to allow yourself to, in the releasing, to then receive that which has been trying to get to you for so long. It is trying. It's all around here, trying to get to you. But because this other thing is in your life that needs to be released, it can't come in. There's not enough room, so to speak. Of course, there is always room. But we're saying to you, when you release, that which you are desiring will come. And you will be fine. So Jane, I hope that helps you with your pondering today. Okay. Fantastic, Mandy. Love the feedback. Thank you for letting us know that you loved your reading last week. I won't give you one right now. If we have time, we will come back. I'm just going to scroll through and just let the guides choose who wants to, let the guides choose who to do readings for. Okay, fantastic. Wow, let me keep going. Here we go. Cassie, when I'm watching the news lately, I feel a call to action. Is this a universal feeling with all the protests lately? Or is this something I have been drawn to? When I'm watching the news lately, I feel a call to action. Here's the thing, Cassie, and this is, again, for everybody. We all are here to change the world in whatever way we feel called to. Now, there are people who feel called to do that through violent acts. There are people who feel called to change the world through protesting and demanding better. And there are other people, myself very much, who feel called to change the world by being of service in the way that I be of service. We're all called to change the world in whatever way we feel called to change the world. The thing to do, Cassie, is to sit quietly with your thoughts and contemplate, consider what it would mean for you, and then intuitively allow yourself to be guided to, yes, this is the right thing for me to do. Now, I want to be very clear. You can make a decision about what's the right thing to do, and then you can change your mind. Or you can make a decision and start walking down that path. That doesn't mean that the path will then change. So really all we need to consider is right now, in this moment, what is my call to action? And shall I go out and do it? Really, okay, just bring it back to now. So if you feel called to do something because you've witnessed something, then if that feels intuitively the right thing for you to do, then by all means do it. That doesn't mean that you're committing to do it forever, or that you will stay there forever, or that you will whatever. It's just in this moment right here, right now. I feel the need to say that to you. So just right now, whatever you're feeling called to intuitively and which feels like a call from love, then answer that call. Thank you. Okay, thanks everybody who's been sharing. I really love that. I appreciate it. And I'll just let it, if anybody who's just joined us wants to know what that's all about, we're doing a giveaway. It's a 20-minute session where I'm going to do channeled guidance, insight and healing for whoever wins. It's going to be drawn at midday or noon tomorrow, Tuesday. So in 48 hours, or just under 48 hours from now. And you can win that by sharing the live show right now, or indeed sharing it while you're watching the replay, or even after we're finished here, you can share it out to a page, a profile, or a group of yours. You also need to tag a friend in the comments here, and also you'll need to like the page and Aleckson Transformational Speaker. That's me, by the way, in case you don't know that, because we have some new people joining us, I see. Thank you. Rose, welcome. Thanks for joining us, and thanks, Cassie, for letting Rose know about what we're doing here. Okay. All right, Tracy, I will do a card for you. Just bear with me while I just fix my back up, because again, it's gone a bit funny. I'm sitting twisted. I've really got to stop doing those sorts of things with my aging body. Yes, you can all lecture me about the way that I'm talking about my body and aging, but that's okay. I already know. All right, let's pull a card for Tracy Gilmartin, who is curious about income that she thought was close to coming in, and it seems to be taking longer than expected. Isn't that interesting? I'm having that same issue. Well, it's not an issue, but I'm having that same experience right now. So Tracy, this is interesting, because as soon as it came out, I questioned it, because we've had this card come out already this morning. So I questioned it, and I immediately got a knowing of what we're going to say to you. The card is the Alchemy card, and it is simply a reminder to you that you are in charge of this situation. You are in charge. You are the creator of your reality. You are the magician. So use your magic. Now, what that suggests to me is that you already have a process or a knowing of a way to use the law of attraction in order to get that which you are wanting. In other words, what you do is you ask for it, you then detach from it or unattach from it, ignore it even, so to speak, and get on with living. Get on with living. Get on with living. The minute you do that, that thing that you're waiting for will be there. But at the moment you're feeling such attachment to it, and that would suggest to me that the attachment to it is because you think there is a lack, and there is not. There is not a lack of anything. The minute you can allow that thought to go, that you need that thing, that income, the minute that you let go of the need for that income to save you, so to speak, then it will be released, you see. You have the tools, you have the magic, you know how to alchemically create what you want. Get to it. Often when it comes to money, sorry, this is me come back very quickly from the guides. Often when it comes to money, Tracy, and anybody else who is interested, we have trouble creating it and allowing it into our lives because we are so reliant on it, or are so fearful of not having it. And if we can release those feelings of fear, of worry, of stress, of anxiety, then we find it flows a lot easier. So the thing to do is always to be in peace around money. And there was a process that I used for a long time when I was having money issues years ago, whereby literally I would be worried about someone knocking on the door demanding that I pay them for something. That's quite how bad it got. So the guide suggested that I simply stand, look down at my feet to notice that they're grounded, that I'm attached to the earth, and just simply repeat to myself, I'm safe right now. There's no one knocking on the door right now. Now I'm sharing that with you, Tracy, in order to say you could do some sort of thing like that as well, just to release that sense of if I don't get this, then if I don't get this money that's coming to me, then what am I going to do? Because when you know that you're always taken care of, that life's looking after you, then you can, then life takes care of you. That was a bit jumbled, but I hope you understand what I'm saying there. Thank you. Excuse me. Just taking a little breath. We've got 5 minutes to go. I'll do one more card reading. Maybe two, depending on how quick it goes. Oh, Jerry, thanks. I appreciate that. You like my set. Thank you very much. Oh, I love that, Mariko. Thank you. Usually ask for a card like you know, but today I'm going to trust that I will receive what I need through other people's. Yes, 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 because yes, that always happens, doesn't it? A lot of us, you know, if you don't even receive a reading for your own self, Generally, the guides will always tell me that everybody will have their question answered whether they ask or not. So thanks, Mariko, for trusting that. That's beautiful. Oh, Nadine's saying, thank you, Anne. My card reading was perfect, makes perfect sense to me, and was confirmation of what I already know to be true. Thank you so much for confirming that for me, Nadine. I love to receive confirmation of the messages that come through, because, as you know, I just simply let go of myself and let the message come through. And sometimes I can kind of be, oh, I hope that makes sense. Oh, okay, beautiful, Robbie, thank you. And Robbie's just saying, that was amazing, magical, and my eyes were watering too. It was you. Okay, fantastic. All right, I feel like I want to pull a card for Jamie Lee, which I'll do. I'm just having a quick squeeze down. Tracy's saying perfect for her message, so that's great. Okay, and Cassie as well. Thank you for bringing me back to the present. Yes, indeed. Sometimes we just need a reminder, don't we? Now, where was I? I was going to do a card for Jamie Lee. Some guidance would be very appreciated. Thank you. So, Jamie, I'm going to, again, relax into my chair a little bit more because I'm stretching my back in a weird way. I'm going to shuffle the cards and let's see what guidance wants to come out for you. I feel like this is a very important message for you, even though I haven't even got the message yet. It just feels really important that you hear. Ooh, goosebumps coming. So I'm just shuffling the cards. It'll take as long as it takes. Patience, darlings. We'll get there. All right, and we got there. Jamie Lee. So the card that came out today for you is the Vision card. Vision. Vision. So just as the guides come through, they're saying to me, I'm repeating myself. Jamie Lee, the guides are saying to me that you have the vision. You have the vision. You have the vision. In other words, your third eye is open and you have sight. You are a seer, in other words. And that you need to trust that. You need to trust that what you are seeing is indeed the truth. That you have vision. You have, it's almost like, I feel like it's like X-ray vision. X-ray vision. So perhaps you also have the skill of being able to see inside other people. And it feels to me like you need to trust that. You need to trust who you are. You need to trust. Yeah, okay. They're saying you need to trust that you are that. And, you know, the word good is coming in. You need to trust that you are that good, that you can do this, that you have the ability, that you have the skill, that you have the gift, that you have the magic, that you have the vision. You are a visionary. And it's time for you to accept that, to receive that, to stop doubting that. This is really about doubt. You're doubting who you are. And it's time to stop doubting who you are. We're confirming that is who you are. Yeah, they're really saying you've got it going on. Isn't that an interesting expression? But they're saying you've got it going on. Get out there and do it. Get out there and go. You've got it going on. Oh, what a funny expression. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody. I'm really sorry that I couldn't get to everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for the Money Muse show. And again, we will be back every Monday at the same time to do the Money Flow show and to do the weekly Money Flow Oracle card reading. If you missed it, then please rewatch. You'll find it between 10 minutes and 20 minutes into the video. So start at 10 minutes into the video and 20 minutes and then you can continue to watch and watch all the readings that I've done for people, because if you didn't even if you were not here, even if you didn't ask for a reading, your answer will be in there somewhere. So please do watch. And I hope that you've enjoyed the show. I have. I always do. Jamie Lee's just saying thank you, exactly what I needed to hear. I'm so pleased, Jamie, because you know I sit here when I'm having these, because the guides weren't as strong, because they're starting to go, because we're finishing up the show. So they're talking to me and I'm questioning them, saying, oh God, that doesn't make any sense, or I'm saying, oh, but what if we're wrong? Honestly, this is how I do it every single day. I doubt myself. It's a human trait. It gets better and better and better over time. But I want to simply say to you that we all do this. We all do this, especially when we're doing something that is out of the ordinary. Maybe not for us in the groups we hang out with, but generally in the world it's out of the ordinary. So I'm glad that that meant something to you, Jamie Lee, and that it helped you. That was the guidance that you needed to hear. I'm really, really pleased to hear that. Now, and Megan's saying, on point as usual, can't wait to see if I win the session with you. Oh, fantastic. Well, look, I'll be announcing that at 12 o'clock lunchtime tomorrow, Tuesday. That's Australian time, Brisbane. And in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me, everyone who is here with me. I truly, truly am humbled by your presence, and thank you. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next week.